Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. Now, you saw the videos, and it is true. The Billionaire Boys Club only made like $126 on its opening day. $286 over its weekend. Now, you saw me do the news videos about how few theaters it's in and how I wasn't going to be making the trek almost 2 hours out to see the movie, especially at 9:30. I'd have to get up at like 6. Well, you know, when you have numbers like that, it dawned on me. This is a rare thing. This is an opportunity to say you are one of 50 people to see this movie in theaters. What's more, I bet you everyone are throwing away their tickets. So I've got to go get an elusive Billionaire Boys Club. I am going to get the proof that I actually went to see this movie. And you know what? I won't be alone. I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. We're going to drive 2 hours. This will be our next date adventure.
I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. to drive 2 hours to see a Kevin Spacey movie.
Okay, I guess we're doing this one alone then.
What would you do to make him give us our money back?
Sometimes the truth is the best lie.
Tape your mouth shut so no one can hear him squeal.
Where's Ron Levin?
What did you do?
Don't you feel guilty?
Galaxy Theaters, Monday the 20th. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. The Billionaire Boys Club, starring Kevin Spacey. So I just got off the phone with the theater itself. I called them basically to ensure that the movie was still going to be playing, and they seem really surprised. Apparently only one ticket has been sold to this movie, and they were considering not showing it for the rest of the week, but I told them that I assured them I would be there tomorrow. I'm going to be driving a while, so they said, well, okay, we'll show it, and basically if you don't show by 10 a.m., then we're just going to turn the movie off and we're going to cut it. So I might have actually gotten this movie screened one more time than it otherwise would have, so I already feel a little weird about that. But now it's time to, plan for the trip tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow morning, and let's do this. Alright, it is Monday morning. It is early. I have just finished taking a shower. Got some reading materials just in case I'm there early. And we are out the door. Let's do this. It's actually kind of exciting when you really stop and think about it. We're up really early to go see this obscure movie that only a handful of people have seen. You wonder, what's it going to be like? Will Kevin Spacey be good? Will the movie be good? Will Movie Pass work? Probably not, but hey, I'm leaving early enough. Maybe it will. I don't know. And will they have Butterfinger bits at the theater? These are all questions we are going to figure out. Getting on the 405 early in the morning is never an easy task. Gonna be a fun drive, I can tell you that. And here we are at the Galaxy Luxury Plus Theater. This is where the elusive film is actually playing. It's still pretty early though, so I doubt they're open. Let's take a closer look. Got some posters like Operation Final, Mile 22, and the Happy Time Murders. I don't know why, but I'm kinda looking forward to that. Apparently they even do flashback cinema. Let's see here. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is the next one they're doing. Oh, they're doing American Graffiti. I would definitely come to that if it wasn't so far. I've never heard of Kin, but apparently this one's big enough that it's going to be an IMAX. Apparently I didn't get here early enough because there's no sign of Billion Dollar Boys Club. Because I'm still on the old plan, I've got to actually do a ticket verification, so There you go. So MoviePass isn't going to help me get into this thing, so I either got to pay for it out of pocket or I got to use Cinemia. And considering there's at least 2 Fathom events and a 4DX movie that I want to see, I think I'm probably going to pay out of pocket. This is going to be the first movie in months that I paid out of pocket, and it would have been years if Cinemia hadn't screwed me over with the whole Deadpool 2 thing, so there you go. While waiting for the movie to start, I've been walking around the theater. I noticed this one has something called DFX. Not entirely sure what it is, but it must be a big deal because they have it plastered on the side of the building. Also, while I'm waiting for the movie to start, another thing that I have discovered is a Kmart. Those are becoming an extinct breed of species. You don't see those too often anymore. Alright, so while we were waiting, I decided to get some breakfast at Subway. They also had McDonald's and Taco Bell, but I prefer Subway because even though it's may not exactly be healthy, it's less bad than the other places. So let's go to the theater now and get our ticket. Alright, so this is apparently a very fancy kiosk machine. Is it gonna be there? There it is. Billionaire Boys Club. One show. Screen 9. Are you a loyalty member? No. We're talking about an adult matinee. $11 to see a movie at 9:30 in the morning. And this is it. I am officially the only person here. Let's do that. This is what their tickets look like. How interesting. That's bigger than a usual ticket I get. I do not see my Butterfingers. Not that any of this stuff is good for me and I shouldn't eat any of it, but I do want to throw a few bucks their way for showing it. So I guess I'll get the gummies and a Pib because, well, they are showing Billionaire Boys Club, so we want to throw a few bucks for doing that, right? Here we go. Interesting. Kevin Spacey isn't even on this digital poster. And no one is here. Not a huge surprise. I mean, apparently only 20 people saw it this week anyway. Very nice seats, though. I have my ticket. I have my gummies. Have my Pib Extra. My diabetes is gonna kill me. And I am in a perfect spot. Oops. Don't want to kick anything. Both the manager and the usher looked at me strange when I asked if they could not tear the ticket. I don't think they quite understand the historic significance. There is a real possibility, a very real possibility, I might be one of only 5 people to buy this ticket today. Heck, I might be the only person to buy a ticket to Billionaires Boys Club on a Monday. That's another question I want to have answered. How many people are actually going to see this movie on Monday? Am I going to be the only one? Whoever has access to that data, they need to find out for me. A guy could definitely get used to this.
3 hours later.
Okay, so we saw Billionaire Boys Club. What did I think about it? Well, before we get into why I thought about it, let's talk about a couple things. First of all, I was not alone. Someone else was actually in the theater with me. He asked if he wanted to do like a little interview with me, talk about why I was out there, but, you know, he politely and respectfully declined, said, you know, not really my thing, don't like being on camera. I understand that. I actually don't like being on camera very much either, believe it or not, but I like what I do still. So there will at least be 2 tickets to this movie sold on Monday. Anyone who has access to data, are we the only 2 people who bought tickets to see this movie today? The date is, what is the date? It is Monday, August 20th, 2018. Are we the only 2 people to buy tickets to Billionaires Boy Club
on this date? I would love to know, so hit us up. Now then, about the movie itself. And this is kind of weird because I've always thought about doing video reviews on this channel, and yet I didn't think I'd do one in this fashion. But here's my opinion of the movie. It was okay. Was it as bad as people said it is? No, not even close. In fact, there are moments where it's even fairly entertaining. But is it that good? No. Yeah, it's based on the true story of a bunch of, young boys who basically con the world, but they were also conned themselves. And that's kind of interesting, although The Wolf of Wall Street did it a lot better. So there's that. As for Spacey himself, I mean, yeah, he's Kevin Spacey. Say what you will about the man, he is very talented. And he steals every scene he's in. So much so that, even though I know this is based on a true story, the movie ultimately suffers a little bit by, spoiler alert, killing him off so early. I mean, it's interesting because the studios have taken a stance. Like, Spacey plays a small role, and it's true. He doesn't show up for 15 minutes or so into the movie. And after he shows up, I think he's out of the movie like 70 minutes, maybe 40 minutes before it ends. So he's got about 28 minutes of screen time within that 80 minutes. And it's a more than 2-hour movie. So he's not in it nearly as much as you'd think. And, a lot of people have made a point of the fact that, his character is gay, and it's true, but he's not preying on the boys the way reporters have been making it out to be. He's conning them. He's a con artist. He's a hustler, and he plays that part very good. Does he play that part very good because he is, in reality, a con man and a hustler? Who knows? Who knows? It's entirely possible. But the rest of the cast members are really, really good. Ansel Egerton, I believe is his name. He's really good. Emma Roberts was good, even though she was in a, frankly, thankless role. She's one of those, pretty girlfriends who loves, the boyfriend when he's rich and nice, and then when things start falling apart, then, she dumps him. So, Taron Egerton, I believe that's his name. He did a pretty good job, although I wish he was allowed to use his British accent, but, whatever. Overall, I think I'm going to give it 2.5 stars, and you can read my full print review below. Ultimately, was it worth all this? Was it worth getting up at 6 a.m.? Was it worth driving an hour and 10 minutes because I actually got lucky with the traffic? Was it worth paying out of pocket because MoviePass wouldn't work with it? Well, let me put it this way. It's kind of a neat bragging right to say that you went to see a movie that grossed less than $1,000, and I'm probably going to be the only person who has a ticket stub that is untorn. And in fact, actually, the funny thing is David even gave me his ticket stub, which is torn. So I might have the only 2 ticket stubs of this movie. There's ladies here. I might be the only person who has the 2 ticket stubs of this particular movie that exists. And I can prove it. So, hey, any cast members out there, if you're watching this, I have a P.O. box below. I loved autographs. You want to thank me for, going out of my way to see it and support your movie? That's what you can do. Spacey as well. Otherwise, yeah, it was kind of worth it for me. I don't know if it'd be worth it for a lot of people, though. And if your theater is showing it only at 9:30 in the morning and you have a day off, it's probably more worth it to sleep in. If you're really curious about the movie, it's on video on demand, so that's what I recommend. But anyway, that's where we're going to end this little journey of ours, this little vlog. What did you guys think? Did anyone... Hey, are you one of like the 36 people who saw this movie? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even $1 a month goes a long way to helping me able to do things like this for you guys. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.